Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, you live in Tokyo, and you see me, then you mean it, then you know you got to go. That's a fire. Fast and Furious. G. Okay, so I know I said in the last review that I'll see you guys in Tokyo, but we actually start our journey in Arizona. Meet our new character, Sean. Like, where is Paul Walker? So Jockey Boy was hating on Sean Old School Whip because his shorty was like, can your 4x4 handle this tractor? And Sean, being all smooth with it, was like, come and find out. The jock then proceeds to throw a baseball at Sean's car. Like, all that for what? Sean couldn't let that slide, so he came out with the wrench ready to do some damage. But Jockey Boy shorty said the Wallace thing. She was like, this is a Fast and Furious movie, so we gotta let the cars do the talking. And whoever wins could have me. What? Nah, that's wild. Anyway, we get to racing and we find out a lot about our main character in this race. You see, he's not afraid to take an alternative route and get dirty, as well as he's very destructive. Anyway, MC wins in the most roundabout way, literally. And the cops was like, it's either you go to jail or you go to Tokyo. And he was like, man, I'm out. One thing I really liked about this movie was the cinematography. I found the Tokyo aesthetic to be beautiful, while also anxiety-inducing. This movie had me stressed at times, I won't lie. Anyway, we land in Tokyo and we see Sean's father, who just got done getting a little sucky. Who wrote this script? Pops was like, you go to school, then you come home, and that's it. Main character was like, yeah, okay, sure. We get to our new school, and I just can't believe he just walked in there, shoes on and everything. Like, bro, it's Japanese 101 to take off your shoes outside. We meet our main love interest. The moment she saw Sean, she fell in love instantly. We get to lunch, everybody's clicked up except for my boy Sean, but he's chilling. Here comes Twinkie, played by Bow Wow. Bow Wow was fire in this movie. He put bro onto everything. If it wasn't for him, he would be living the life his father wanted, which in retrospect would be a more proper, safer way. But I'm a main character, so we gotta get lit. Anyway, Bow Wow was like, yo, let me show you my whip. They get to the garage, my boy pull out the Incredible Hulkmobile, and we get to the most fun part of the movie. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, you live in Tokyo, and you see me, then you mean it, then you know you got to go. That's a fire. Fast and Furious. G. Now, the same thing that happened to Sean back in the States is happening again. He's over here talking to someone shorty. Dude pulled up like, Gaijin, you don't belong here. That was terrible. What am I doing? But yeah, meet DK, our main villain. He basically told Sean that you need to go back home. Sean was like, oh yeah, why don't you race me? DK was like, I'll race you, but you don't have a car. This is where my favorite character, Hans, pull up. He was like, take my whip, bro. I believe in you. You see, Hans was so smooth with it the whole movie. They did him dirty in the end, but we'll get there. So before the race started, Bow Wow was like, you know what DK stands for, right? It's Drift King. And Sean was like, Nani? DK embarrassed Sean in this race. Bro was waiting for him to get it together, only to flex on him again. He did Hans' car dirty. I felt bad for that car. After this, he owed Hans about 100 bands for doing him a solid. So he started working for him as a collector. The two got close. He started teaching him how to drift, and I love this part of the movie. Seeing everyone chilling out while Sean struggles to drift was hilarious. The fisherman was like, you call that drifting? Nah, bro, you gotta go back to Arizona with that. But Hans was really that guy though. He had all the connections, all the shorties, all the swag. But one thing he didn't have was someone close he could trust. But he found that in our MC. Aww. So after a while, Sean finally learns how to drift, fisherman approval and everything. He started feeling himself. So he told Neela, how come I never see you drift? Are you as nice as me? And she was like, I'll show you. So we head up into the mountains and we got a nice moment drifting around back and forth. It was smooth. DK found out. He pulled up to the spot where the gang hangs out and put the dragon paws on Sean, straight up killing the vibe. So at this point, Neela finally realized that DK is crazy. And she was like, I don't wanna rock with you anymore. And he was like, what? You think you have a choice? This scene was so intense. It was the look in DK's eyes. It's almost as if it morphed into a snake. So Neela managed to get out of there and started chilling with the cool kids. Everybody was at the spot doing their thing, and then we cut back to DK where his uncle pulls up. His uncle was in the Yakuza, and you know they don't play. Watch Tokyo Vice. His uncle was like, yo, the book's looking a little short. Your man's is stealing from you. You're gonna have to do something about this, or I'll have you replaced. You see, the person that was stealing from DK was Hans. So DK pulls up. The gang manages to get away. We driving fast down the highway in Tokyo. This part of the movie was so intense. DK spinning around the whip like he's in a Mission Impossible movie. Hans took his eyes off the road for just a second and bam, he got hit so hard his car went up in the air and started spinning. That car was so beautiful too, oh my god. Then it just blew up. What? My god. I was so mad at this part of the movie, I didn't even want to finish it, but I had to see how it wraps up. So the crew splits up. They were about to leave Tokyo, but Sean was like, nah, I can't go out like that. I'm gonna go speak to the boss. So Bow Wow came through like a true friend, gave him a bag and was like, yo, good luck. Sean walks in the Yakuza den. He didn't even look at anybody. He kept it pushing. Sean is a savage. He pulls up to Big Boss and was like, yo, here's the money we owe you, but I have one request. Let me race Donkey Kong. Uncle was like, word? Alright, let's do it. The problem is that Sean had no whip, so he took the engine from the car that Hans lent him in the beginning of the movie, and then he put it into the car that his dad was building, and they created a beast. I'm not gonna lie, this car looked fire. I loved it. Plus the fact that it has a piece of him as well as his homie mixed in just made it even better. We get to the top of the mountain, the two is neck and neck. DK is more focused on pushing Sean off the mountain than winning the race, and that's why he lost. Maybe next time, DK. Big Unk said they good to go and we live happily ever after. Yay. But wait, yo, the ending had me screaming. When Vin Diesel pulled up, it was like, yo, let's race. I got so hyped. Nah, I'm excited to see what happens next. So to wrap it all up, what exactly was this movie trying to say, my enigmas? Well, from my point of view, I believe it's a movie about connection. Sean was somewhat of an outcast back in the States, always on the move. He never had the opportunity to form a true bond with people. But here in Tokyo, he found his tribe and he's happier than ever. No matter where you are, we are all human at the end of the day, facing the exact same problems. But once you learn how to drift through them, you'll find people that loves you on the other side of the road. Was that too sappy? Oh well. Now, we move back to the original cast. See you guys in the next one. Later.